Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. In the last episode, we began our mission into the depths of planet Zebes, and for our next mission, we have to go to Norfair. We got familiarized with the controls and everything, as well as getting a few upgrades, such as the Morphball bombs, the long beam, and missiles, and an energy tank to start off. Now we are going to head to Norfair and see what awaits us there, basically. I've been meaning to get back to this LP for quite some time, but unfortunately I had to finish up with college and everything. But you'll all be happy to know that as of this moment, I'm officially done with college. So, as of this moment, I'm a free bird. I'm a free bird, like the Leonard Skinner song. So yeah, but anyway, we're gonna head down into Norfair via the elevator, and we get a cutscene right here. Mother Brain. It appears Mother Brain is becoming aware of Samus's presence. We are now in Norfair, and I love this beautiful remix of the original Norfair music. It's lovely. But let's see. Our destination takes us this way. And yeah. Unfortunately, we can't jump up that high, so we got no choice. We gotta go to the right. I mean, the left for now. But like I was saying, I love this beautiful remix of the Norfair theme. Much better than the original version, in my honest opinion. Anyway, we got a few Sovas and a few other little enemies going around. Most of the enemies in here are nothing but fodder. You can easily deal with them, no problem. But what we want to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to go up this elevator. And we find ourselves in Criteria. This area wasn't in the original Metroid game, if you guys remember. We got a few enemies here. These giant fish. These enemies would later appear in, if I remember correctly, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. Anyway, we come down here and we get a missile tank expansion. When I first played through the game, I missed out on this missile expansion because I didn't think to come back here after all this time, after I got the later upgrades in the game. Now I need to find a way to climb out. I'm starting to remember a few things of where certain items are in this game, but it just takes a while to remember. Oh yeah, that block always reappears, so there we go. Anyway, come up this way, shoot through here, jump up. We are in the Chozo Ruins. And there's a block that's blocking our pathway up to the next area. But anyway, we come through here. And there are more of those little blocks here. Here we get a mysterious, strange-looking Chozo statue. We shoot this and we get an unknown item.
Analysis inconclusive. Item incompatible with current suit.
Apparently we can't use that item just yet, but we can shoot the little blocks that are glowing now, that the icon that the item is based off of. Apparently it's a beam upgrade, but we can't use it. Oh well. But for our troubles, we get that little, we get the mysterious item where we can shoot the blocks now to get through. And we also got a missile expansion for our troubles. So that's a good thing, I guess. We'll probably find out what that item is later. The old wall jump ability works just fine in this game, apparently, but I'm still not skilled enough to try and do it like I could in Super Metroid, so we're just gonna move on. And we fall through a false floor. I hate when that happens. We can't go that way, so I guess the only thing we can do is go this way. But yeah, in the original Metroid game, we never got access to the Chozo ruins or anything like that, or criteria. Come through here and we get the Power Grip. Grab and hang from ledges and corners. An ability that would later be used in Metroid Fusion, I'm sorry. Not Zero Mission, but Fusion. I'm playing Metroid Zero Mission. Dang it! Get your facts straight, Leo, get your facts straight. Wish I had more to talk about at this point, but I don't really have anything else to talk about at the moment. But I just hope that my LP audience is doing good and enjoying this LP. Later on in this game, you can come back to the Chozo ruins and explore more once you've got more upgrades and everything. Anyway, we come out to this area, jump down, and we arrive at our ship. And when you step in your ship, you get a full weapons and energy recharge. And you can also save your game, which is a very nice touch. But anyway, we're done here, so let's go back into the depths of Norfair. I gotta say though, I do like how this game incorporated many little different twists and turns from the original. In my opinion, this is how you do a remake, basically. Kind of like the Resident Evil 2 remake that came out recently. I actually have the demo, but I haven't had time to try and download and install it, unfortunately. Let's just say that last paper for college really took up a lot of my time and patience. But maybe I'll get to it eventually and see what I think of it when I get a chance. When I'm not doing job searching, of course. But anyway, with the Power Grip, now we can grab onto ledges and small corners, which should make navigating through certain areas a whole lot easier. And the reason why we're not getting burned in Norfair right now is because we're not in ultra-heated areas. If you guys remember from the Super Metroid, as well as Metroid Fusion, Samus would take damage from ultra-heated areas that were as hot as a volcano if we stepped foot inside of them, and you'd recognize them from their giant big glowing red background, basically. But thankfully, we're not in any of those areas, so that's why we're not taking damage, basically. But I'm sure you probably already knew that. Anyway, now that we got the Power Grip, we can go back and try and get that one upgrade we couldn't get last time. And we can get this missile expansion right here. I don't know if I'll probably try and do a 100% run of this game, because I've never really tried to before. Even on my original copy, for some strange reason, I would always keep my save data around the time when I can get the best ending in the game, which is Samus without a power suit on. For some reason, I was always paranoid about that. Like, if I chose to just all of a sudden save over the save data I have, I'd lose the best ending. But I've already unlocked the picture gallery mode for Samus without her power suit on, so I really need to stop that, seriously. Anything here? No, nothing there. Okay. It pays to bomb some of the areas, especially if you're trying to look for power suit upgrades and everything. One other thing I like about the remake is that certain rooms do not repeat as you play through the game. And we're in lava. Get out, get out, get out, get out. But yeah, certain rooms, unlike the original, do not repeat. So you don't end up going through the same corridors that might look the same over and over and over again, which is a good thing. Seriously, that was the worst in the original Metroid. But anyway, we arrive at our destination, and we get the Ice Beam! Now we can freeze certain enemies. This beam can freeze enemies in place. You can safely stand on frozen enemies. And we are going to step in the Chozo statue and recover our energy. So yeah, heh. And we can't go back that way because it's a power bomb. It's a super missile door. Sorry. Come through here. And we get another save station. Don't need to save right now. But now that we got the Ice Beam, let's give it a try. As you can see, when we shoot enemies, we freeze them. And we can stand on them like platforms, which helps greatly. We get another standing Chozo statue. Step into that one. And the hint system is telling us to go back to Brinstar and prepare for the journey toward Kraid's hideout. Our next upgrade is in the area next to where we fight Kraid, of all things. Nice little recharge. And we can move on. Compared to, let's see, the original, yeah, fighting Kraid is a whole lot easier. Because if you remember in the original, he looked like a big green hedgehog or something like that, and he was a lot more tougher. I think the game insists that you go after Ridley first more than anything, and there we go, we get another missile tank expansion. I knew there was a missile tank there, just had to try and remember. But anyway, yeah. The game expects you to go after Kraid first, but in my opinion, go after Ridley first because he's a lot easier, especially if you get the wave beam. It might take some time, but who cares, you know? And I think, yep, get out, get out, get out. That was an ultra-heated area. Can't go through there just yet, unfortunately. Otherwise, we'd be taking damage. But anyway, we got the Ice Beam, and I think we got all the upgrades we need for the time being, so let's leave Norfair and prepare for the journey toward Kraid's hideout. There's a missile expansion right there, but I don't think we can get to it just yet. Not for a while, anyway. Unless... hang on a minute. Yes! Okay, yes, you can reach that missile expansion if you shoot the ground where that, I forget what this enemy is called, and allow him to fly up, basically. Heh. It pays to remember these things. In Metroid, they expect you to search carefully, use your noggin to get upgrades, and everything. It's more than just jumping and platforming and shooting. Alright. I'm gonna save it right here, and then I think when I get back up to Brinstar, before we head to Kraid's area, I'm gonna save and stop it right there. This episode's gonna be short. Sorry to say. Really do hope I get the high jump boots later on, because I need them more than anything. Ugh. When I first played through the original Metroid, I remember going through certain areas and just, well, getting lost and not knowing where to go. But it was only until much later on when I got older and I pulled out the old NES and I started playing it again that I realized, okay, I need to go here first, then I need to get this, then I need to go here and do this, then I can go in Kraid's Lair and try and fight him. It took about 10 total tries to try and beat Kraid, and I got angry, but eventually I would defeat Kraid and get those extra missiles the game gives you. So yeah, which I'm forever thankful for. I managed to beat the original Metroid, but only after a good while, and after I found my old password sheet I used back then in the old days. It was hard trying to remember the passwords, especially where to go next and everything, and what to do. But eventually I made my way down toward Torian, where Mother Brain is, and I beat her. So that's a good thing. There is a... yeah, right there. And there we go! You can come back and get that missile expansion early if you get the bombs, basically. But anyway, yeah. we got that, so all we need to do now is bomb down through here and make our way down toward Kraid's lair. Going down. We are now in Kraid's hideout, or Kraid's lair. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to save and save exploring Kraid's lair for the next video. But for now, I'm going to end it right here. This is Leo Hightower, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. Until then, God bless, and happy gaming.